straight. He's also got an ace, and it's the ace of hearts. There's 2 hearts out there.
So he calls and makes his straight.
This is a very dangerous situation here for Chris Ferguson. He has 2 pair, and Phil Hellmuth has a very disguised straight.
Ferguson checks.
Chris Ferguson might be more afraid of the flush than of a straight.
Hellmuth bets 40,000.
Chris is going to want to find out where Phil is at. He's not too concerned with a straight, but he's a little concerned with a flush. He's going to assume he has the best hand here, but he wants to know for sure. Looks like he's going to raise here to make sure.
Another 80 up to 120 now.
Phil Hellmuth has a straight. He's up 1 game to 0. It's possible that Chris Ferguson has a flush, but I don't think Phil can be concerned with that at this point.
I'm all in.
Oh, he's moving all in.
Chris Ferguson did not expect this. He is shocked. He's trying to figure out right now all the possible hands that Phil Hellmuth could have.
Another flush on me or something?
Now, Phil Hellmuth has picked the right time to go all in. Chris Ferguson has a hand that he might call with, but I don't think that most players would call this bet with their tournament life on the line.
When I play this hand, I deserve to lose all my money.
He calls. And again, the crowd comes to its feet.
Only a 9 or a deuce will save Chris Ferguson.
You can sense a thinly veiled smile on Phil Hellmuth's face. He knows he's a big favorite here, a 91% favorite, as a matter of fact, to win this hand, win the match, and win the entire tournament.
9 or deuce.
A 9!
Unbelievable! Hellmuth hits the deck.
And Ferguson hits the lottery to make a miracle full house. That's a huge pot, and it leaves Hellmuth severely crippled 3 hands into this round.
Beautiful. They're all shouting beautiful. Put in 600,000 drawn dead, and they're all shouting beautiful.
Oh, man. That is a bad beat. It's rare you see one card knock a guy over like that.
He looked like Michael Spinks in that fight with Mike Tyson. Boom, down to the deck. Mandatory 8 count.
They applaud that play. Wow. Unbelievable.
More over here.
If I ever get my money in that bad, wow. Make it easy, dude.
Here's how big a swing that was. There's 1,280,000 in play, and Hellmuth is reduced to just 24,000 of it.
You know, we can mock Phil's antics, but that was a terrible beat.
And on King 10, Ferguson raises to 24,000 to try to put Hellmuth all in. And he does.
And Phil's got King Deuce. Phil's in very bad shape in this hand. Needs a deuce.
Chris Ferguson has King of Clubs, 10 of
He's
Diamonds.
got to be still steaming.
King 10 against King Deuce.
If Chris Ferguson wins this hand, we will go to our rubber match.
All in. Go ahead and show it to us. Burn is down. 3 cards on the top of the deck.
Flop comes 4-7 deuce.
7 of Clubs.
Phil's made a pair of deuces. He's a big favorite to win this hand. Chris is going to need a 10.
Turns a jack of clubs.
Well, that gives Chris some more outs. He would win with a club or a 10 now.
Hellmuth's pair of deuces still favored. He's going to need to double up a few times to get back in this match. The river brings a club, brings a flush for Chris Ferguson, And he has evened up this championship match by winning round 2.
Phil Hellmuth shakes hands, but he's obviously stunned at the turn of events here. And, Matt, I can't blame him. Looked like he had it all won.
Boy, now we're right back to single elimination. Whoever wins the next round is the heads-up champion, and it looks like Phil Hellmuth is going for a walk. Oh, whoever you are, get out of his way. Oh, how things can change in a hurry. Minutes ago, Phil Hellmuth was up 1-0 in the best of 3 and a 91% favorite to win the second match and take down the whole tournament. And now he's off on a walk, apparently.
That's why I'm the best player in the world. Even the great players give their chips to me. At least they try to.
Phil Hellmuth is steaming. Well, welcome back to the lobby of the Golden Nugget Hotel, where we're still awaiting the return of Phil Hellmuth. Caution signs appropriately placed out in his path.
Phil, you basically had the tournament won. How do you come back from that terrible beat?
Well, you know, I mean, if you want to be the best player in the world, you almost always have the best hand for the biggest pots. That's what I've done my whole life. Almost every time there's a huge pot, I have the best hand. Therefore, you're always a big favorite, so sometimes they beat you.
If you had Chris's hand, would you have even considered calling?
There's no way I got involved. I mean, come on. He misplayed the hand horribly. I mean, everybody, ask him yourself, he'll tell you that. But that's okay. I mean, that's, you know, that's all right. There's no way I stick $600,000 or $500,000 in there with 9s and deuces against an opponent that clearly has you beat. But that's just me.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, what I gather from that interview, Matt, is Phil is still upset at the turn of events in the last match, but he's